What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I will go over my WWE RAW review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on notification when I premiere a brand new video, go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Now let's talk about WWE Raw. Now WWE Raw was a solid show. The show itself was solid. So we go right into the show. Then, now, forever together. The WWE video leads us into the show. The Raw video plays, and we go into um the XL Energy Center to see a big protectionist display. Seth freaking Rollins and Matt Riddle will compete in a fight pit match at Extreme Rules. UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier will be the guest referee for the match. Seth Rollins and Riddle will come face to face tonight with no contract clause instituted. That was a good promo by Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle. The Judgment Day consisted of Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley, and Dominic Mysterio make their way to the ring. Footage is shown of Edge returning last week on Raw to challenge Finn Balor to in a quick match at Extreme Rules. Finn Balor says 11 years ago, Edge was medically forced to quit. Against all the odds, he fought back with strength and determination. Edge overcame and returned to doing what he loves most, which is performing in the ring for everyone. Damian Priest, their Sylvie asked the crowd to give it up for Edge. Finn Balor says, as the most thing in life, you can only outrun fate for so long. Judgment catches up with all of us at Extreme Rules. He will act as the cruel hand of fate to remind us that he doesn't belong near any ring he stand in. Finn Balor is doing Edge a favor because he's a nice guy. Finn Balor is going to beat Edge so badly that he will be down and out, and he forced him to utter the words, "I quit." Damian Priest says he's so excited to witness Balor giving Edge a beating so bad that he has to quit. Damian Priest says this can serve as a notice to anyone that wants to step up to the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day will always rise. This especially goes for their opponents tonight. AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio. Rhea Ripley puts an arm around Dominic Mysterio and whispers into his ear. "Hey, loud, who's your daddy?" chant picks up. Dominic says he'll tell them who his daddy is. It isn't Rey Mysterio. Dominic says he hates Rey Mysterio so much Rey lied to him his entire life. Dominic has a new family now, thanks to the Judgment Day. Finn Balor says since they're talking about families, he wants to talk about AJ Styles. Finn Balor could have ended him last night. Not last night. He's so mad he meant to say last week. Finn Balor could have ended Styles, but he didn't. Finn Balor doesn't want to do bad things, but he will if he forced to. AJ Styles' music cuts him off. So we get a tag team match, the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and Damian Priest are coming by Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio. I must say this match right here, this was cool. This match was good for what it was. I must say this was good. Styles and Mysterio charge the ring and brawl with Balor and Priest. Mysterio knocks Balor out of the ring and slide out to hit head scissors takeover. Styles clotheslines Damian Priest out of the ring and hits a forearm plancha. This match starts next. Commercial break. We join this match in progress. Mysterio hits Balor with the head scissors takeover before kicking him back. Mysterio comes off the top rope with a seated senton before hitting another head scissors takeover. Finn Balor quickly scrambles to his corner and attacks Damian Priest in. Mysterio attacks Damian Priest getting in the ring, but Damian Priest shows him off. Mysterio ducks a clothesline and goes for a springboard cross body block, but Damian Priest steps out of the way. Damian Priest takes Mysterio down for a 2 count. Dominic claps at ringside. Damian Priest whips Mysterio hard into the corner and hits a leaping elbow. Finn Balor tags in and punches Mysterio. Finn Balor starts up the Three Amigos to some boos from the very quiet crowd. Finn Balor completes the move for a near fall. Finn Balor gets Mysterio to his feet and slides him out of the ring onto his chest. Dominic and Rhea Ripley stand over Ray. Damian Priest tags in and tease Snake Eyes on the commentary table before dropping him on the apron. Finn Balor tags back into the match and waits for Mysterio to pull himself into the ring. Finn Balor stomps away at Mysterio and hits a snapmare. Finn Balor applies a chinlock. Rey Mysterio fights up and hits a wheelbarrow bulldog. AJ Styles and Damian Priest tag in. Styles punches away at Damian Priest and hits a lariat followed by a sliding forearm. Damian Priest stumbles to the corner and Styles hits a leaping corner clothesline. AJ Styles lifts Priest, but he slides off. AJ Styles quickly attacks Finn Balor and hits Damian Priest with a payload kick. AJ Styles sets up for the Styles Clash, but Damian Priest shoves AJ Styles out of the ring. So we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Finn Balor hit AJ Styles with a backbreaker, while Damian Priest hits a leg drop for a near fall. Damian Priest takes AJ Styles down and applies a leg perfect. AJ Styles fights out and covers Damian Priest for a 2 count. AJ Styles goes for a calf crusher, but Damian Priest rolls through and forearms him. AJ Styles quickly comes back with an inverted atomic drop and a big kick to the head. AJ Styles goes to tag Rey Mysterio in, but Rhea Ripley pulls him off the apron. Damian Priest pulls AJ Styles back and floors him with a vicious lariat. Finn Balor tags in, but AJ Styles sends Damian Priest into him. AJ Styles hits Finn Balor and Damian Priest with a double DDT. At ringside, Rey Mysterio approaches Rhea Ripley, but Dominic Mysterio steps between them. Dominic gets on his knees and begs Rey Mysterio to hit him. Rey Mysterio won't lay a hand on his son. Rhea Ripley then clotheslines Rey down to the floor. In the ring, Finn Balor takes AJ Styles down and hits the coup de grace for the win. The winner of the match, Judgment Day. This was a good match. AJ Styles is furious that Rey Mysterio wasn't there for him. Rey gets in the ring to apologize to him, but Styles shoves him down. Rey sadly leaves the ring. The Judgment Day visually attacks AJ Styles. Finn Balor punches away at him and talks some trash. Damian Priest then hits Styles with the South of Heaven. The Judgment Day sends talk over Styles. Okay, so Cormier will be the guest referee in the fight pit match featuring Matt Riddle against Seth freaking Rollins. United States Champion Bobby Lashley was shown walking into the arena earlier today. Kevin Patrick congratulates him on being United States Champion for 3 months. Lashley says he wants to keep fighting and finds that person that has the same drive as he had to get here. Mustafa Ali with a new hairdo come up and say he's done being the back of the line. Ali wants to step to the front. Lashley says he'll give him a shot if he keeps fighting. Ali turns him around and pokes him a few times, furiously saying he demanding a title match. Lashley is going to give him one. So we go to commercial break. We go backstage to see the honorary Uso Sami Zayn laughing it up with Jimmy Uso. Solo Sikoa is standing nearby. Jey Uso walks up and says they need to get serious. They supposed to be letting everyone know that the Tribal Chief is pulling up to Raw for the season premiere next week. The bloodline starts to walk when they see the Street Profits. Sami Zayn says they need to be prepared to acknowledge Roman Reigns next week. Montez Ford says they don't own the arena. The bloodline needs to acknowledge two things. D'Angelo Dawkins stop him. Jey Uso warns him not to disrespect the bloodline, or he'll get another boot. Montez Ford is revealed to be wearing a walking boot. Solo Sikoa gets in Dawkins' face and challenges him. So we get a non-title match. We get a non-title match. United States Champion Bobby Lashley versus Mustafa Ali. This match was fire. This match was good too. The bell rings and Lashley quickly sidesteps and running drop kick. Lashley sends Ali flying with an overhead belly to belly suplex. Lashley hits a running shoulder in the corner and a neckbreaker. Lashley hits a delayed vertical suplex and signals for the end. Lashley goes for a spear, but Ali kicks him in the face before chopping the chest. Lashley sends him in the corner and catches him trying a slingshot. Ali is trying a slingshot. Ali slides off in a daze. Lashley with a super kick. Ali springboards off the second turnbuckle with a tornado DDT. Lashley stumbles out of the ring, so Ali connects with a suicide dive. Lashley quickly fights back and sends him into the ring. Ali kicks him getting into the ring, so Lashley pulls him to the floor and crushes him with a clothesline on the floor. So we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Lashley taking it to Ali, crushing him with a vicious whip to the corner. Lashley whips him hard to the corner again, and hits a flatline for a near fall. Lashley puts Ali on the top rope and sets up for a superplex. Ali punches Lashley down. Lashley puts his arm on the bottom rope to pull himself up. So Ali hits a 450 splash to the arm. Ali grabs Lashley, who is clutching his arm in pain. Lashley pushes him off, but Ali fights back. Lashley quickly comes back with a one-arm spine buster for a near fall. Lashley is shocked. He kick out. Lashley hits a Dominator for another near fall. Lashley looks surprised by the Maki of Ali. Ali gets to his feet, but Lashley tells him to stay down. Ali slaps Lashley in the face, absolutely infuriating him. Lashley throws Ali out of the ring before lifting him and diving his head into the post. Lashley picks Ali up and does a second time. Ali gets in the ring to think about it a few times before going outside and grabbing Ali. Lashley presses him up and throws him into the timekeeper's area. The referee starts counting Ali out, but he somehow makes it back in. Lashley looks surprised by how much heart Ali has. Ali starts to pull himself up on Lashley, but Lashley backs up. Lashley ties him up and spills him in half with a vicious spear. Lashley signals for the end and applies the hurlock. Ali refused to tap out. Ali passed out, so the referee stops the match. The winner by referee's decision, Bobby Lashley. That was the good match. All right, Bobby Lashley celebrated before looking down at Mustafa Ali. Lashley nods his head and goes to get Ali to his feet to put him over until Seth freaking Rollins attack him from behind. Seth Rollins hits Lashley with a stomp and celebrates. Rollins then hits Lashley with a stomp onto the United States Championship. Seth Rollins laughs and leaves the ring before nosing Ali down at ringside. Seth Rollins then hits Ali with a stomp on the floor. Alright, so we get Seth Rollins goes face to face with Matt Riddle next. Okay, commercial break. Seth freaking Rollins is in the ring. Footage is shown from after Raw went off the air last week of Rollins and Riddle getting into a massive brawl. UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier will be the special guest referee in the fight pit match to keep order between Rollins and Riddle. Um, Seth Rollins Seth Rollins says now that he has cleared Bobby Trashley from the ring, they can continue their festivities. Seth Rollins welcomes the crowd to Monday Night Rollins. He is a visionary and a revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins. This Saturday in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he goes 1-on-1 with the original Roman Riddle in a match that will soon be synonymous with his name. A video package to Fight Pit. Seth Rollins is civilizating about the things he do to Matt Riddle in the Fight Pit. He'll show him what Bobby Lashley and Cody Rhodes have found out, that he's the most dangerous man in this industry. This Saturday, he's in St. Paul tonight. He's supposed to face off against Matt Riddle. Time for him to come to the ring. Matt Riddle makes his way to the ring. Matt Riddle says Seth Rollins has never been in a fight pit. Seth Rollins reminds Riddle that there is no contract clause for tonight. If Riddle touches him, there is no match on Saturday. Riddle says Rollins will not only be getting more stitches in his forehead. This Saturday he's going to kill Rollins. Daniel Cormier will have to pull him off Rollins. Then the crowd won't be singing Rollins' song. They'll be singing Bro. The crowd starts to sing Bro to Rollins' theme song. Seth Rollins shushes him. Seth Rollins says Riddle has a good singing voice before asking if he sings his kids to bed. Oh wait, he's not allowed to see his kids. So Ron crackles and says child support is expensive these days. Riddle sneers, but he cannot touch Seth Rollins if he wants to have the match on Saturday. Riddle says Seth Rollins talks about being so great, but he hasn't held a championship in a long time. The last time he challenged for the title, Roman Reigns choked him out. He never main event in WrestleMania, but his wife has. Seth Rollins is always coming up second best. Seth Rollins gets in his face. Daniel Cormier appears on the Tigatron. Daniel Cormier says we're heard enough talking. He wants to see them go at it. The fight pit is just his style. He may go back with Riddle and root it for Rollins, but he'll be a strong referee in this match. So Rollins knocks Riddle hat off before walking off. This was a good promo by Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle. I enjoyed it. This was a good promo. Candice LeRae is walking backstage when she come up to Raw Women's Champion. Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss. The White Bunny QR code appears. They wish her good luck against Dakota Kai. So we go to commercial break. The Miz is The Miz is talking to Maurice on his cell phone backstage. Miz says he wants assurance that he who must not be named. Dex Owens will not make an appearance. Dex Owens appears to be sneaking into the locker room, but he soon disappears. Miz says he'll be hosting his birthday celebration next week. So we get Candice LeRae versus WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Dakota Kai, accompanied by Damage Control. Now this match was quick. Okay, Dakota Kai quickly runs to the ropes to keep Candice LeRae back. Candice LeRae takes her down a few times for some 2 counts before applying an armbar. Dakota Kai fights up, but Candice LeRae takes her down for a 2 count. Candice LeRae drop kicks her back. Dakota Kai walks towards Bayley and Io Sky. Candice LeRae hits a baseball slide and a springboard crossbody to the floor. So we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Dakota Kai beating down Candice LeRae. Dakota Kai hits a scorpion kick, but Candice LeRae quickly floors her with a kick to the face. Candice LeRae fights back and punches away at Dakota Kai before hitting a running back elbow. Candice LeRae hits a snap mirror and step on her for a second time. Splash for a near fall. Candice LeRae applies an octopus stretch, but Dakota Kai follows her to the corner. Dakota Kai boosts her in the head and goes for a superplex. Candice LeRae fights out and goes for a powerbomb, but Dakota Kai holds on to the ropes. Candice LeRae pulls her face into the turnbuckle and hits a German suplex off the top rope. They both take a few moments to recover. Io Sky distracts the referee and Bailey snaps Candice LeRae off the top rope. Dakota Kai rolls Candice LeRae up for the victory. The winner of the match, Dakota Kai. Johnny Gargano is walking backstage when he passed the Miz pass out on the road case. Johnny Gargano wakes him up, and Miz notices a drawing of himself and Dexter Lumis on his chest. The Miz runs away in fear. Johnny Gargano smirks and says, "Oh, Dexter." Gargano battles next. So we go to commercial break. Damage Control is backstage. Bailey says she'll be leaving the rest of the Damage Control in the back when she confronts Bianca Belair tonight. In memory of Antonio Inoki, 1943 all the way to 2022. Video package: Chad Gable versus Braun Strowman. Austin Theory will be on commentary for the next match. So we get Otis accompanied by Chad Gable versus Johnny Gargano. This match was okay for what it was. The bell rings and Gargano sidesteps Otis before punching him. Gargano wrenches the arm and goes for a drop toe, but Otis doesn't go down. Gargano turns Otis Gargano turns Otis in a corner and punches him, but Otis powers him hard into the opposite turnbuckle. Gargano fights back and hits the ropes. Gargano ducks two clotheslines and hits a shoulder tackle. Otis stumbles into the ropes and rocks Gargano with a back elbow. Otis puts Gargano in the corner and closes him before talking some trash. Otis continues to take it to Gargano and applies a stretch. Gargano fights out and sidesteps him. Otis hits the ring post shoulder first. Gargano hits some clotheslines, but Otis doesn't go down. Otis grabs him, but Gargano fights out and hits an enziguri. Gargano hits a running back elbow before charging, but Otis crushes Gargano with an exploder. Otis sets up for a Vader bomb, but Gargano moves. Gargano kicks Otis in the head a few times, but Otis annihilates him with a clothesline. Otis pressed Gargano above his head, but Gargano counters into a big DDT. Gargano super kicks Otis in the face for a near fall. Otis rolls out of the ring to recover, so Gargano hits him with a suicide dive. Gargano then dives over the table to attack Theory. Gargano gets on the apron and hits Otis with a diving DDT on the floor. Otis somehow gets to his feet shortly after. Gable is distracting the referee. Theory hits Gargano with the briefcase. Otis hits a World's Strongest Slam for the victory. The winner of the match, Otis. Theory and Alpha Academy troop between Gargano until Braun Strowman runs down. Strowman shoulder tackles Otis down and Chase Gable and Theory out of the ring. Strowman catches Gable and throws him in the ring. The referee calls for the bell to start their match. So we get Chad Gable versus Braun Strowman. This match was decent match. Strowman grabs Gable and throws him out of the ring onto Otis at ringside. That was wild. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Strowman down behind the commentary table. Strowman gets up, so Gable knocks him into the ring post. During the commercial break, Otis threw Strowman over the commentary table. The referee would then eject Otis from ringside arena. Strowman stumbles back to the ring, and Gable vicious attacks him, before turning the fans. Gable hits the ropes, but Strowman scoops him up. Gable slides off and hits a bridging German suplex for a near fall. Gable nearly lost him, but powering him back. Gable talks trash and punches him in the face. Gable then slaps him in the face. Backstage, we see Omos and MVP watching this match. Um, Gabe, Strowman grabs Gable by the throat as he continues to talk trash. Strowman puts Gable on the top rope, but Gable counters into an armbar over the top rope. Strowman powers Gable up, but Gable thumbs him in the eye. Gable hits a drop kick to the knee and goes to the top rope for a missile drop kick. Gable quickly goes back to the top rope for a moonsault, but he lands on his feet when Strowman moves. Strowman then crushes him with a big boot before tearing his shirt off. Strowman sets up for the end. Strowman decimates Gable with a powerbomb for the victory. The winner of the match, Braun Strowman. This was a decent match. All right. Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair is walking backstage. She have a contract signing with Bayley next. Commercial break. United States Champion Bobby Lashley is in the trainer's room getting getting treated. Kevin Patrick asks how he is doing. Lashley says he's going to crush Seth Rollins' throat, so he never has to hear that crackle. After Matt Riddle beats Rollins in the fight pit, he'll put his title on the line against Rollins on Raw. Lashley will end him. Corey Graves is in the ring. There are two ladders inside. Graves says this is the first ladder match for a women's title in WWE history. Corey Graves first introduced Bayley, who comes out to the ring without the rest of Damage Control. Bayley takes a seat at the table. Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair is out next. Bayley says she's out here by herself, just like Belair. Wanting Bayley feels good, even without her girls. With her, with her. Um, Bayley says everything has been going according to plan. Bayley did this favor for Bianca Belair since she was dumb enough to accept the ladder match. Bayley signed the contract. Bayley says Belair needs to look at what her ego got herself into. Belair probably thinks she choose the ladder match since Belair gave her the kiss of death on the ladder at Hell in a Cell. It's bigger than all that. The latter is symbolic of her entire WWE career since the day she walked in. Unlike Belair, she had to literally climb and climb. She used to be Belair with the colors and smile. The little girl she walked by that has Bianca Belair sign used to have a Bayley sign. Then the cheers got less and less. Her career was spiraling, and she had to change. Belair tells her to shut up and sign the contract. There's a QR code on the back of the contract. Belair says Bayley continues to run her mouth over and over again. The chip on Bayley's shoulder has nothing to do with her. It might be hard to see someone having everything she wants. Comparison is the thief of joy. Bayley can never be her. The reason Bayley didn't work in the past is that she was pretending to be something she has not. Belair is her au- authentic self. That's why they connect with her. Bayley didn't involve. She just became her real self. It took Bayley a year to come up with a plan. Um, Belair doesn't need one because she stays ready, so she doesn't give she doesn't have to get ready since Bailey likes planning. She can plan on calling Belair the Raw Women's Champion after Extreme Rules. Bailey says her girls will disagree with that since they'll be right by her side. Speaking of her girls, we go backstage to see Dakota Kai, Neil Sky attacking Alexa Bliss and Asuka. All of a sudden, Bailey attacks Bianca Belair in the ring. Bianca Belair tries to run off to her friends, but Bailey catches her. Bianca Belair shoves Bailey into the lead apron and runs to the back. Belair gets to Asuka and Bliss. Asuka's leg is wrapped in a steel chair. Asuka is crying from pain. Alexa Bliss says this isn't over. She wants Io Sky tonight. Um, so we go to commercial break. The commentaries promote the Extreme Rules card. Solo Sequoia, accompanied by the Usos and Sami Zayn, versus Angelo Dawkins and Montez, accompanied by Montez Ford. Now this match was pretty good for what it was. They lock up and Sequoia powers Dawkins to the corner. Dawkins fights out, but Sequoia uppercuts him back. Sequoia whips him, but Dawkins slingshots him over him before drop kicking Sequoia out of the ring. Sequoia is fiercely at ringside. Sequoia gets on the apron, but Dawkins punches him off. Sequoia grabs a steel chair, but Sami Zayn talks some sense into him. Jey Uso then interrupts and says he can talk to his brother. So we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Sequoia beating down Dawkins. Dawkins fights back, but Sequoia quickly comes back with a Samoan drop. Sequoia continues to take it to Dawkins, hitting him with a vicious bell to belly side suplex and a hip attack in the corner. Sequoia backs up and charges, but Dawkins flattens him with an enziguri. Dawkins and Sequoia get to their feet. Dawkins hits a pair of clotheslines. Sequoia quickly headbutts him and sends him to the ropes. Sends him into the ropes, but Dawkins hits a big flying back elbow. Dawkins avalanches him in the corner and hits a kick. Dawkins hits a net breaker for a 2 count. Sami Zayn argues with the referee until Jey Uso gets in his face. Sequoia super kicks Dawkins, but the referee is distracted by Jey and Sami Zayn. The referee finally sees, but Dawkins kicks out. Sequoia shouts at them. Dawkins rolls Sequoia up for a near fall. Dawkins quickly shoulder tackles Sequoia out of the ring. Sami Zayn checks on Sequoia until Jey gets in his face. Dawkins hits the Usos with a somersault. Same time, Sami Zayn gets in Dawkins' face, so he punches him. Dawkins gets in the ring, and Sequoia attacks him. Sequoia hits a spinning solo for the win. The winner of the match, Solo. This was a pretty good match. Austin Theory is talking about how Otis got the job done. A broken Chad Gable is pulled over and says he almost had Braun Strowman. Theory says they still aren't done with Johnny Gargano next week on the season premiere of Raw. He'll take on Gargano down A-Town down. Alexa Bliss battles Io Sky later tonight. So we go to commercial break. And Edge cut a promo. This was a good promo by Edge. Edge is showing in a pre-tape promo. Edge talk about being forced to retire and not having a choice until he made it a choice. Edge says he didn't have a family the last time he was an active wrestler. Now he's got a family that has sacrificed and see him beat up. It's getting harder and harder to come back, but he keep doing it because he loves this. The judgment day is his responsibility, so he knows what must be done. This was a good promo by Edge. Next week on the season premiere of WWE Raw, Roman Reigns and the Bloodline will be in the building. Bobby Lashley will also defend the United States Championship against Seth freaking Rollins. Johnny Gargano will battle Austin Theory. Finally, there will be a celebration of the 25 years of D-Generation X. Alright, Alexa Bliss heads to the ring alongside Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. She doesn't have the Lily doll. So we go to a commercial break. So we get Alexa Bliss accompanied by Bianca Belair versus WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Io Sky accompanied by Damage Control. This match, this will say um, this was the quick main event. This was quick. The bell rings. Io Sky immediately takes it to Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss fights back, but Io Sky knocks her to the ring side and drop kicks her down. So we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Alexa Bliss clotheslining Io Sky and kicking her for a 2 count. Io Sky fights back and hits a double underhook backbreaker. Alexa Bliss crawls to the corner and hits running double knees. Io Sky steps on her and goes to the top rope for the over the moonsault, but Alexa Bliss moves. Alexa Bliss connects with the big DDT and sets her up. Alexa Bliss goes to the top rope and hits Twisted Bliss. Bailey distracts the referee, so Bianca Belair pulls her out of the ring. Dakota Kai quickly attacks Bianca Belair. Bailey and Dakota Kai double team Bianca Belair and sends her to the ring steps. Alexa Bliss then takes them out with a cannonball off the apron. Alexa Bliss goes to the top rope, but Io Sky cuts her off. Io Sky hits an air raid crush on Alexa Bliss. Io Sky goes to the top rope and hits a beautiful over the moonsault for the win. The winner of the match by pinfall, Io Sky. Damage Control. That was a quick match. Damage Control triple teams Alexa Bliss. Bianca Belair tries to help, but they overwhelm her. Asuka limps down to ringside with a candlestick and smashes it on Dakota Kai. Io Sky drop kicks a ladder into Asuka. They slam the ladder onto Asuka before sandwiching Alexa Bliss in it. They set the ladder up and Bailey talks trash to Belair. Bailey mugs around the ring and bit before hitting Belair with a rose plant. Bailey then hits Alexa Bliss with a rose plant as well. They pull the ladder over Bianca Belair. Bailey grabs the Raw Women's Champion and climbs the ladder with it. Dakota Kai and Io Sky pose on the ladder as well with their titles. The crowd loudly boos. The commentators talk about the big matches at Extreme Rules as well as the season premiere of Raw next week. And Monday Night Raw goes off the air. But like I said it earlier, Monday Night Raw was a solid show. And that's all I got to say from here. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Raw review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my WWE NXT review and highlights. And that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, this your boy bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Keep your crew, keep your kings. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang.